Nobody grinds like us. The network, the DVD, the radio station. Y'all know we support the grind, we promote the grind, and we grind. So check out the artists. This is the industry. Nobody grinds like us. We here sitting with
Sandman Cakestas.
No doubt, no doubt. Tell the people a little bit about yourself, man.
You know, I'm Sandman Cakestas from Charleston, South Carolina, West Ashley. You know, got on Go out now on all platforms. Goat Mode out now on all platforms. You know, been doing the music, but you know, this year, 2019, just started really taking it serious.
All right. See, we jumping ahead too far, man. Tell them who you are. Tell them where you came from, like, you know what I'm saying, and what made you start doing music.
You know, like the music business is like growing up. I started, you know, my idol was Birdman. Then, you know, like as of music wise, Birdman, Pimp C. Then, you know, Killer Skip. You know, from the home team. And, you know what I'm saying, like, and once I see that push, and this year was like, I've been seeing the baby work, but it was like, you know what I'm saying, Carolinas, we can do it as a whole. So, and it's like, anyway, no matter where you're from, you can do it. So it's like, growing up, I always wanted to do music. And I had a cousin who died in 2003, and one of the last things he told one of my people was he gonna be back with the music. So it was like, I had to do the music after he said that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who I looked up to growing up.
That's real. So it seemed like you got a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotion in it, you know, because you speak on your influences, and also, you know, the fact that, you know, your family member who passed actually seen it in you. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think you're going to bring to the game different than somebody else?
Like, different, like, I make most of my tracks for females, you know, and then it's like, I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, no street stuff. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like my music, I come from feelings, you know. I usually go in the booth off feelings. However I feel that day, that's how I make the song. And it's like, I go off I think about the people who listen. What can they relate to? You know what I'm saying? I got to make sure they relate to it before I go and just release a song. I make sure all the people relate to it somehow, someday. No matter if you like this song or like that song, I'm going to make sure you relate to it.
Word. So a lot of times, you know, artists from our city, we get into the position where we feel like, damn, like, ain't nobody ever made it from here. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of put us in a position where we don't want to continue. What keeps you going? What keeps you motivated in that way?
Like, what keep me motivated is like, it been like that in every city. You got to think, like, one time New York didn't have nobody. California didn't have nobody. Atlanta didn't have nobody. Like, Texas didn't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you put your mind to it, you can always do it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like the track Goat Mode. It was like, invest in myself. How can I start? You know what I'm saying? I see it in the millies in my account. I see it in their future. How can I not? You know what I'm saying? It's like, there's music from every region. But it's like how hard you push yourself, how hard you work, how consistent you stay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay consistent, you gotta work. And you can't be afraid to, or people who, this person ain't gonna like my music, or this, you can't even pay no attention to the negative. You gotta stay positive, make sure you got your head on, like, that's where I won't go. If that's what you wanna do, you gotta make sure that's what you would do.
Word, that's real. That's real. And with that being said, are you eager to be the first artist to make it out, or you just want to be one of the artists that make it out?
Like, it don't even matter if I'm the first or the 50th or the 15th, you know what I'm saying? As long as we make it out, that's all that matters. It's like, I'm just ready to work, you know what I'm saying? Make sure I get out there, no matter how, when, you know what I'm saying? Because everything take time, and you can't rush no process. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Slow motion, stay patient, stay focused, you know what I'm saying? That's what it really take, you know? Stay consistent.
What? We know that no man works alone, so tell us a little bit about your team, producers, studio, you know, like, videographers, all of it.
Like, the team, like, you know, engineers I work with, Straight Drop Drew, producers I work with Avery C Beats, Cash First Ski, Black Rose, you know what I'm saying? It's like videographers, Craig Vision, you know. And it's like Craig because like me and Craig actually grew up together. Like me and Craig was the one who started me rapping as a youngin'. So it's like he used to rap too, and then he started doing videos. So it's like he was like, no, keep rapping, bro, don't stop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my team, everybody around me keeps saying rap. Like everybody around my team really worked, like done rap before. Dro, Tevsky, Black Rose, ABC Beats, all of them done rap. But it's like they found their different path in the music. So it's like I just thought, you know what I'm saying, I stick to the music because it's like they make beats, I rap. You know what I'm saying?
Word, that's how it normally goes. I started off as an artist, you know, had artists, and then went into, you know, promoting and supporting artists. So what do you feel is the most important thing that you need right now? Like I know you got the studio, you got producers, you got a videographer. What's the missing piece right now?
The missing piece is just like, I'll say the exposure. Like I just gotta push myself more hard, promote myself more hard, make sure everybody is just like out there, you know what I'm saying, hear my name or something, put the music out. Travel, you know what I'm saying? Travel is the main thing. Make sure you gotta go, can't just stay in one region. And it's like that's the main thing, traveling and getting fans, getting to the people.
Okay. And normally when I ask this question to people, they always say unity. But let me ask and find out what your answer is. What do you feel the city needs as a whole to come together and actually make it into the game?
Like if everybody, you know, I'm gonna say pride. Put the pride to the side. Like what we got going on in this type of, what you got going on outside of music, that's what you got going on outside of music. I mean, I can understand if it's too deep and personal, but if it ain't personal and too deep, unity. I'm gonna say unity. I'm gonna say like you just need everybody can work. Everybody, because you can't be on that. I won't be the first to blow. You can't be on that. You know what I'm saying? You come together as a team. Teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Because I feel like when we talk about things like Black Wall Street and Rosewood and all these different movements where people took over and made a difference and made money, like a lot of it came from a few people. It never was like just a whole, it wasn't 100% of the people. You know what I'm saying? It was a few people that made those moves. So the fact that you got a team already in place, like, seemed like you already going in that direction. So what's coming up for you in the future?
You know, I'm still, I just dropped the 2 projects, but I'm still working. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us about them too.
On Go, it was like, that was the first project I dropped March 19th, 2019. You know, like the songs I had on there was like some songs I recorded last year, like some songs I recorded this year, and it's like, you know what? When I left the studio after I recorded the intro, it was like, that's the intro for the CD. Let me go ahead and drop that. Because it's like, I got catalogs after catalogs. But it's like, you know, it's time to, if I'm going to take this serious, I got to take it serious. If not, ain't no need to go to the studio record nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, On Go, it was like, that was the one that's like, you know what I'm saying? Time to master pedal. On Go, that's basically what the title was, On Go. And then Goat Mode, it's like, Goat Mode, you got to be in Goat Mode. You know what I'm saying? It's like, not saying I'm better than this person, I'm better than that person. It's just like, I'm in Goat Mode now. You know
or maybe you are. You know what I'm saying? The whole point is that's the mode you in.
Yeah, and it's like, if you don't feel like you're the best at what you're doing, then what you doing it for? You know what I'm
saying? Exactly. And that's the point that I think everybody needs to get, because a lot of times people take offense to you saying, I'm the best at what I do. Mm-hmm. Why would you think any differently?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And our city is, I say it's in its infancy as far as the game goes, because we do a lot of following. Yeah. But, you know, tell people what you do to make sure you're not following other artists and set trends and keep to your own style.
Like, originality always been part of me, you know. It's like, the things I say and the things I do is like, before I even make a song, I always make sure, I'll start with the hook. If I write anything, I'm going to make sure I write the hook, just to make sure, like, all right, this the hook, this why I going out with it. This don't sound like this person's song or that person. And it's like when I make songs, I make sure it don't sound like nobody's song. Rather you, I'm not even gonna say local. Rather you know what I'm saying, you underground artist or you a famous artist,
Word.
A list or B list or C list. I'm gonna make sure it don't sound like nobody. And it's like I listen to a lot of music, like, and my thing is I don't ever listen to nothing. If it sounds the same, I'm gonna cut it off. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's like I always, when I make my music, I'm a critic of my own music. So
Right.
it's like before I put something out, I gotta make sure it sounds like how a fan would listen to it.
So what do you feel is the reaction to your music? Like you ever perform or seen your music played live somewhere? What was the reaction to it?
Like I performed a couple places like years back and this year, and it's like, but now it's like I didn't really perform consistently. So it's like, but now I the reaction I get from the music is like I have all kind of people, all kind of races, all kind of ages, like from the young to the old. You know what I'm saying? They be like, hey, man, that's you, that's hot. Like even before I came to this interview,
Right.
I showed somebody a video that I just released, old school, about 60 years old, 2 hours. They were like, man, that's you. Keep that up. You know what I'm saying? I respect that.
Yeah, it's real. Like it's good to be. It's a good time to be in music and a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
Good time meaning like you got access to the same things the majors got.
Yep.
Bad time meaning they ain't cutting as much checks as they used to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? To me, I see that as all good because that means it's easier to stay independent.
Yep.
So you know what I'm saying? With that understanding, are you on streaming platforms or do you just have mixtapes out right now?
No, I'm on all streaming platforms, the On Go, the GOAT mode. Then I just recently put GOAT, the single off of GOAT mode, on the radio station, Z93. Like they can request that. Nobody grinds. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can request that on there. It's like, so it's like I'm consistently working. I'm trying to get it out there, however y'all want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Word. So do you feel, I guess the best way to put it, why would you have your music on terrestrial radio like Z93 and also on internet radio like Nobody Grinds?
Because like, I'm gonna be honest, like, people don't really listen to the radio in their cars no more. And it's like, so you gotta make sure you gotta hear internet radio. People are always on the internet. You know what I'm saying? People travel, so they can't really reach the radio station in this area unless they on iHeartRadio and then internet radio. You can get that anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it's like then streaming platforms. Some people don't listen to the radio at all, so it's like they just listen to straight iTunes.
Word.
So that's what they listen to. So it's like put it everywhere, Spotify, whatever you want, Amazon. Like people stay on different type of platforms, and most new cars they don't got CD players. So it's like
Word.
you gotta make sure you stay on top of it.
Yeah, and I try to preach that to the artists and to the labels because it's important to make sure that people have access to what you do. You know what I'm saying? If I got, like, for example, I got Tidal. You know what I'm saying? First question I ask you, yo, you on Tidal? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go listen. When I listen, that's going to give you a screen. You know what I'm saying? So whereas before, I would have had to actually see you to get a CD from you or go to the store and get a CD. You know what I'm saying? So do you feel like this era is better in that sense, or do you feel like you like the CD version, the CD era better?
It's like I really done music in both eras, but I like kind of like this area better because it's like with CDs, if you don't go to this state or you don't go to that city, they ain't gonna hear about you. They ain't gonna see your stuff. But if you on streaming platforms, you can have people from no matter where they at listening to your junk. You know,
all around the world,
California, Asia, Europe, North Carolina, New York. You know what I'm saying? They can listen to your music wherever they at, all at the same time when you release it. Instead of they gotta wait till you come there to get your music. And it's like I dropped 2 projects. One back in 2014, and one back in 2015. But it's like I had to travel for those because I had CDs. I wasn't even on streaming platform. Like I got word that my music got back down here. Like my mama, she was like, "Dang, somebody dang I know that been in North Carolina, said they heard your CD or whatever." Like that's from the CD era, but now it's like with the streaming platforms, they getting people in California. I got people in California, like boy, called me like, "Man, boy, you did that CD all at the same time as you got somebody who down here." You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's dope, man, because they can't stop our movement. You know what I'm saying? Like money used to be a thing. Like, you know, it costs a lot to move from South Carolina to California. Now you don't got to take that drive. If anything, you do a Facebook ad and point it to California, and you have people listening just from it being on their Facebook feed. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope, man. And I like the fact that you, as an artist, you seem like you already got everything in line, because a lot of artists down here don't even think about that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't on that tip. So where did that forward thinking come from for you?
It's like I said, Birdman with my idol as I'm talking about. I'm about 8 years old.
Right.
Tell my mama, yo, take to the hair store. I'm going to get a white bandana, just like Birdman, wrapped around my head. It's like, but like I said, if I want to be big, if you can think big, you can be big. It's like, however you think, you can be there. If you think it, you can do it. That's how I look at everything. Like, you can't have the negatives like, oh man, I can't do that, or I ain't got this type of money, I can't do that. Like, no, as long as you stay focused, you can do whatever. Because everybody had a dream. Everybody who starts something, Google, Amazon, they all had a dream. They started from somewhere small and got big. So it's like, you might not have 1 million fans right now. Next year, 6 months, 2 years, you have them, but you gotta stay. Make sure you don't even worry about now. You gotta make sure you think about the future.
Right.
As long as you can see the vision, it's there. You can get there.
Yeah, you gotta be consistent. You gotta stay on it. You know what I'm saying? So, where do you feel your talents came from?
Like my talents came from, like, I'ma say, Pimp C, Birdman, Killer Skip. Who else? I'm trying to think like can't even think like I'm gonna say Lil Trick Daddy.
Yeah, I mean, you done said enough. You done said some goats. You know what I'm saying, in the game and, you know, locally in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's dope. What would you describe your style as?
Like, I sing and rap, so you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't even know how to describe my style. Like, I call it Cakestas because it's like, like, I'm just me. I'm original. Like, I don't sound like nobody, and people always say I don't sound like nobody else.
See, you got to say that. You got to say that like you just said it. What you call it now?
Call it Cakestas.
Word. See, when I ask that question, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. You know, I don't believe you to be nobody else but yourself.
That's all you can be. Like, I actually got a song recently I dropped in the studio called "Just Be Yourself."
Word.
I even said you can work 9 to 5 and still cool with the guys. They respect you more better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I like that, man. I like the fact that you seem like you're on a positive vibe. And that ain't necessarily for the people out there saying that he make music for Nickelodeon. What I'm saying is positive, meaning moving in a positive direction. You know what I'm saying? Like just doing this thing and growing. So if anybody here, Nobody Grinds, can help you with that growth, man, we all for it. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people where they can find you, you know, the social medias as well as the streaming platforms that you're on.
You can find me on Instagram at Sandman Cakestas, Twitter at Sandman Cakestas. You can find me on streaming platforms on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, Google Play at type in On Gold, Sandman Cakestas On Gold, Sandman Cakestas Goat Mode. Then you can request Goat on Z93, soon to be on whatever radio station there is out there, you know what I'm saying?
Word. So people definitely check for the music, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate having you, man. And as always, nobody grinds like us, so we need you to tell the people who you are and tell them that nobody grinds like us.
Sandman Cakestas, you know what I'm saying? as before, you know what I'm saying? I'm on here with Nobody Grinds Radio. Make sure y'all rock with them boys, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, they doing their thing with the internet radio too, you know what I'm saying? Interviews, everything. Sandman Cakestas. Goat mode.
All right, we're gonna have you do the drop one time. You're just gonna say your name and then say nobody grinds like us. All right. So, whenever you're ready.
Sandman Cakestas. Nobody grinds like us.